folks, welcome back. It's another frightening episode of Whining About Pest Control. If you are lucky enough to have just stumbled in here, I am Shelby Hartzer with 360 Pest Consulting. I wasn't going to do it. I was not going to get sucked into the madness, but here we are. Today we are whining about cicadas. And in honor of cicadas, I'm drinking a mass-produced red because of massive amounts of cicadas. Cheers. Not the worst I've had. If you're on the western side of the US, you're probably wondering what the fuck is going on here. If you're anywhere else, you've been hearing about it for months now. It's the invasion of the cicadas. Let's back up a step. There are actually 172 species of cicadas in the US. Most of us are used to hearing what's called the annual or the dog day cicada. Some regions call them locusts, but that is a misnomer. They are not locusts. You will hear these each summer from about May through October. Males are just screeching from the trees to attract a female. Once they mate, eggs are laid in small tree branches, and then they hatch, they fall down into the soil. The nymphs then take around 13 years to mature and emerge again as adults. Periodical cicadas, on the other hand, these are sometimes called 13 or 17-year cicadas. These do the exact same thing, but instead of some of them coming out every single year, periodical cicadas have their emergence synchronized, so they all come out at the same time. Well, at least within a few weeks of each other. So instead of just a few insects screaming their heads off, you now have millions of these shrieking all at the same time. There are 15 groups of periodical cicadas. They call them broods. Each brood covers a certain geographical location, and they come out every 13 to 17 years. This year, 2024, there are two broods emerging at the same time, brood 19 and brood 13. One is a 13-year and the other is a 17-year. This happens every 221 years, and it's set to start around mid-May. One cool thing about this is, depending on where you are, you may be able to hear 3 or more different types of cicadas singing all at once, and it will be stupidly loud, but they all have slightly different songs, so it's kind of cool. Let's whine about control. What are we going to do about this cacophony of insects? Nothing. Seriously, nothing. You can't apply any liquids or any other treatments. And aside from some twig damage on trees, they're just unmusically harmless. If you've never seen a cicada, it's a fairly large insect, so they're typically not going to get inside. So everyone is just going to be stuck listening to a painfully discordant love song of these insects for a month or two. Or, apparently, if you're adventurous, there are some pretty interesting recipes if you want to try those. And if you do, let me know how it turned out. Because until next time, when brood 14 emerges, go grab a glass, buy earplugs for all of your customers, and whine to me about anything but cicadas. I can help you. Hit all those fun buttons down below so you don't miss out on any of the next whinings. They will be just as creative as this one, talking about the frightening cicadas. Cheers.